As we said in the previous video, this is not the normal way of working songs out. We're going to show you some quite unusual ways of thinking about music and being able to work out your favourite songs. If you like the idea of being able to play any song just by listening to it and working it out, then please do subscribe, like the video, and hit that bell notification as well to get notified when we've got videos coming up. Anyway, on with the show. Make sure you've had a good look through part 1 of this series before you move on to this, part 2. So we're going to move further still now in being able to work out, as we've said before, the chords to any piece and the notes to any piece that you wish. And this is also going to help you with composition as well. You're going to be able to compose your own tunes more easily using the same ideas, because it's a similar kind of skill. So we're going to start first of all by, if we take a chord of A minor, notice here now I'm playing it in what we call first inversion. Why is that first inversion? Well, if I get rid of that A and put it there, I end up back at root position, which we saw in part 1. But if I get rid of the A and flip it up here, that's the first time I've inverted it, so we call it first inversion. And there's an exercise that we're going to do now to really help us. We're going to go from one chord to, for example here, E minor. Why is that E minor? If we get rid of the B and flip it there, you can see that that's E minor, root position. Let's get rid of the B, flip it back down. So I'm going from A minor to E minor. Let's stick a root note in the left hand as well, thicken the sound up a little. A minor, E minor, A minor, E minor. And what we're going to do is play the chord, and then we're going to move in one direction from the top note. We're either going to go up a note and then back down, or we're going to go down a note and then back up. So in this instance, I'll go up and then down for now. So here's A minor. Okay, and now let's go to E minor and do the same thing. This time I'm going to play and go up. So A minor, E minor. Okay, why are we doing this? Because what's happening is we're getting used to the role of tunes over the top of chords. Or perhaps think of it another way, we're getting used to how chords fit tunes. So here is an A minor and a very common kind of melodic idea, very common kind of tune over the top. That's very, very common in loads of different styles. And then E minor, same kind of thing. And again. Okay, try that very, very simple exercise round and round, and then we can go up a level. Moving on, let's now try F. And let's take that top note down and then back up. So let's have a look at that again. And to C, same kind of idea. F, C. Now from the beginning, so if you remember for the minor chords, we went up, E minor, let's go to the F. Remember we went from the top note down and then back up, and same for C. Let's try the F again. And then to the C. Remember to pause the video and try each of these round and round so you're happy and comfy with them. Now let's do each of those chords once and once only. So starting from the A minor, then to E minor, F, then to C. 2, 3, 4. So remember, you know what you're playing here because you're the one who's actually doing that, okay? But what's happening is you're learning a very, very simple tune and you're learning the chords that sit underneath it. But perhaps, you know, equally as importantly, we are learning, as we've said before, the fact that there is a tune here which is using a note of the chord, because it actually starts up there. That tune there starts on a note that's in the chord. We move away from a note that's in the chord and back, and then we go to another chord. Notice that the tune is in the chord. We go away from a note that's in the chord and then back, and then we went to F, same kind of idea, except we went down, and then to C, we did the same kind of thing in the tune. Why is this so helpful? Because tunes often feature notes that are in the chord. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button wherever it is. So the next exercise is where you try this with your own choice of chords. Let's say, for example, you chose D minor first of all. And now, like we said before, that top note, you're either going to move it up and then back down, or you're going to play the chord and that top note is going to go down and then back up, okay? But you choose. So choose 4 chords and then do the same exercise with those 4. And remember, the idea is that you're beginning to hear this top melody that you're playing over the top of the chords. Moving on another level now. Let's start off with our chord of A minor again. But now what's going to happen is I'm going to come down the scale to another note, but purposefully now choose a different chord that's got a G in it. For example, maybe a chord of C. So notice that I chose my chord now based on what note I was playing up at the top. Before we just chose some chords, but this time what we're doing is we're playing a chord. We now move down one note and simply choose a chord that has that note in it, okay? And now I may move again. I'm going to move up this time again back to the A, but this time choose a different chord that's got an A in it, maybe F. And now I'm going to go back down to the G in the melody, but now I have to choose a different chord that's got a G in it, for example, E minor. Now, it doesn't really matter at this stage if you're not enjoying the sound of the chords that you're getting. The point is that we are starting to have a very, very simple melody, and then we're choosing the chords that go over the top of it, okay? We're creating the sound, and slowly but surely what will start to happen is you will begin to pre-hear, you will begin to hear what it will sound like in your head before you've played it, okay? So try that exercise where you start on a chord, you move down one note in the melody, and now choose a chord that's got that note in it. So there I went to C, but I could, for example, have gone to an E minor. And now go back up to an A, but maybe this time I'll put a D minor in there. And now an A, I'm going to stay on an A, for example, this time and go back to A minor. Try that with your own choice of chords, moving that melody up and down, as we say. So there you go. Please do subscribe for more videos on this kind of thing. We'll see you in the next lesson.